Happy Easter, 12:16 p.m., Sunday, April 20th, 2025. And I am going to use a fun word for today. I do that a lot with the different holidays. I like candy. Most of us do anyway. And I would not normally use this word using our ETAOIN SHRDLUC system, which I'll write in the description for you to memorize. C, A, and D all fit ETAOIN SHRDLUC, but Y does not. M, Y, and G are not as common as you think. They're not in the first half of the alphabet, believe it or not. But here we go, lots of green for Easter candy. Okay, we got the green. A is right there in the C's hand, so it's in the puzzle. We've got a good shot to get this in 3 or 4. So now let's use our ETAOIN SHRDLUC system. ETAOIN, E-T we haven't used yet. A we have. O we haven't. I we haven't. N we have. SHRDLUC, S. Okay, so in other words, see what we're doing here? We're reverse engineering to eliminate thousands of words instantly with the math or data analytics. The most common letter next available is E, then T, then O, then I, then S. Okay? So we want to make a word with these 2 letters and 3 of these letters. So let's start with the most common one to the far left here, E. Okay, E, A, C. Probably the E isn't here, A-E, unless it's a Greek word. Each, only 4 letters. Okay, let's try the T, T-A, T-A-C. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, wow. Really common. T-A-C-O-S. Delicious tacos. T-A-C-O-S. So you got the second most common letter available, these 2 letters, the third most common letter available, and the 5th most common letter available. See what we're doing? T-A-C-O-S. T-A-C-O-S. Wow, that could be it. You know, going by the math, that's a high data analytic answer. And let's see, lots of green. Okay, well, we got the T also. Now the C now we know is either here or here, and the T has to be here, here, or here. So now after the second guess, it's always a good time to review your vowels. We use an A, could be another A. The E is still available, the I is still available. Can't use the O anymore. The U is still out there, and we can't use the Y, the sometimes Y. So didn't really help us a lot. So now let's use our ETAOIN SHRDLUC system again. Don't panic. ETAOIN, E, T. We use the A, the O, the I yet, then the N. So ETAOIN. SHRDLUC, S, H, R, still available. So in other words, the next 5 most common letters in English language from left to right are E, T, I, H, R in that order. So now, do you see a word? Let's switch it to C and the T. Well, no, we can't put the C there, so never mind. Okay, let's try the E again here. Now, T. Now, I. Now, H. Okay, there we go. H, A, T, C, H. Hatch. Okay, H, A, T, C. But oh boy, this is going to turn into a real bummer real quick because there are a lot of words that rhyme with hatch. See, this is a real bummer in Wordle where you're doing really good after the second guess, but then you get a lot of rhyming words, and then you're down to guesses. You know, you can go by letter frequency, but you know, it doesn't really guarantee anything. So anyway, there's hatch. Okay, and then R. Okay, so let's go over all the words that rhyme with hatch. A, B, batch. C, catch, but we can't use that one because of C. So hatch. So we got hatch and batch so far. I, J, K, L, latch, M, match, N, natch. That's short for naturally, but that's slang. I don't think that's... Okay, word. O, P, patch, that's 5. Q, Q-U, quatch. Oh, great chewing gum, quatch. Oh, thirst quenching. Okay, I made that up. R, ratch, S, T, U-V-W, watch, that's 6. Oh, 6 words. See, this is a total bummer. This is just a Wordle nightmare. X, Y, Z. So we got 6 choices to make. So, okay, so now what are we going to do? Okay, let's try to logic this out now. Letter frequencies, ETAOIN SHRDLUC. So, E-T-A-O-I-N, S-H. So, hatch is, if you go by letter frequency, it's hatch, but the problem with hatch is there's 2 H's. So you kind of feel like you're wasting a guess if it's not it. You know, you're guessing that extra H. So then S-H-R-D-L, latch. so we're going to go with latch. Latch is the next choice in the letter frequency, not other than hatch. So let's be the right one. And it's not. Okay, so then we got match and patch. So we got batch, hatch, match, and patch. See, patch is last because letter frequency P is not that common. I think it's, yeah, it's less than even M. Well, I don't know about B though. So the next choice is hatch. Well, if we go by letter frequency, we go hatch. Even though there's that double H, which I'm not going to do yet. I'm going to go match. Let's get a match here. Dad joke. Okay, now we got batch, hatch, patch, and watch. Still, we still got 4 choices. This is terrible. See what's happening here? I mean, you couldn't have had a worse scenario than to not get that first letter and get all those letters. Really. What a bummer. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. It just happens once in a while in Wordle. It just worked out that way. It's just one of those Wordle bummers. So I'm going to go with hatch, even though it's the double H. See what I'm saying? So if it's wrong, you've kind of wasted a guess, it feels like. Well, not really, because there's only one letter here anyway, so. Okay, we're down to the last guess. I'm going to let you guess this one, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. You got 3 choices: batch, patch, and watch. Or as they like to say, watch, if you want to rhyme it. That's not really a word. So batch, patch, and watch are your choices. It could be any of the 3. It's going to be one of those 3. So that's it. Happy Easter. We'll see you for the next video tomorrow. Bye.